How to download the app. Go to Google Play Store and type in AutoCab, the first app, click on and click install. Hit accept and wait for it to download. Open app, hit accept to the disclaimer. Enter the activation code given to you by Amercoach Limousine. Entering the activation code and then hit the orange check mark. Keep hitting yes if the box appears. Now you will need to store your maps on an internal storage, so click internal. Now you are able to start.
Now we are going to have an overview of the driver's app. On the top you will see the zone name. This is the name of the zone. The next one you will see 1, 2, and 3 clocks. And the next one is a vehicle icon. Let me go over these icons and what they mean. The vehicle icon tells you how many cars are in that zone. As you can see right now, everything is showing as 000. The clock with a number 30 underneath is telling you how many trips are in that zone within the next 30 minutes. The clock with 15 shows you how many trips are under that zone within 15 minutes. And clock with no number underneath shows you that how many trips are ready to be dispatched now. Now if you could look all the way at the bottom, it is telling you that your shift has ended. That means you will not receive any trips from Amercoach Limousine at this point. To start working, you must hit start shift. So now I will hit start shift. As soon as you hit start shift, it will show you which zone you are at and what is your position. So as you can see now that you're logged in, you're ready to receive jobs, and you are in Westchester zone and your position is 1. So if there's any trip going to be dispatched in this zone, you'll be the first one to receive it. You can see on the top, it shows you zone which you're in. You're in Westchester zone. There are 0 trips which are coming up now. There's 1 trip which will be dispatched in 15 minutes. There's 0 trip which will be dispatched in 30 minutes. And there's 1 car in this zone. The next thing I'm going to walk you through it is the top menu. If you look at this arrow, you click on the arrow. If you are done working for the day and you do not want to accept any jobs, all you have to do is you hit finish shift and that will log you out. If I click on finish shift, you get the message logged out. You close, you looked at the bottom, it will say shift ended. You will not receive any jobs from Amercoach Limousine. Let's go ahead and log back in. So I will hit start shift. I'm ready to receive trips again. As you can see, I'm in Westchester zone and my position is 1. I'm going back into the menu again. The next one is filter. We're going to skip over plot in zone because system automatically plots you into the zone you're in, so you never have to worry about this second icon. The third one is filter. If we click on filter, you have multiple options. Show all zones. That will show every single zone whether there is a trip or no trip, which is kind of irrelevant to you. You do not want to see every single zone. You only want to see zones which have trips or cars in there. So I'm going to filter my main screen with show bid and car zones. So I'm going to click on this. Now it's going to refresh and it's only going to show me zones where there are either trips or there are cars. The next item on this menu is job preview. Job preview is used if we pre-assign you a trip. It will stay under this heading job preview. As I can see that I have been pre-assigned a trip, I can click on the trip to look at the details. I can see is the customer name, the cost of the trip, what time the trip is, the pickup address, and the drop-off address. And I can see this customer is going to tip me in cash. And I can see that he's coming on United Airlines flight 8:30 at Terminal 1, scheduled to land at 15:05. Now I'm going to exit out of this. Once more, go back into the menu. The next item on this menu is commands. If I click on command, it's a simple yes or no. If you receive a message from the base, you can simply reply yes or no. The next item in this menu is request. If I click on request, there are two options here. Option 1 is voice request. Option 2 is cancel request. If for any reason you need the dispatch office to give you a call, you can click on voice request. The dispatch will receive a notification that you are requesting a call from the dispatch office. So you can request a call back from dispatch office. For some reason, if you think that you do not need a call back from dispatch office, you can always cancel your request. However, the dispatch will only call you if you are on an active trip. If you're not on an active trip, dispatch will message you and ask you what you need. And you can message back to dispatch letting them know what your need is. The next item on this menu is breaks. As you can see, there are 3 options under the break menu: long break, short break, finish break. Long break, it should never be used. You always should log out of your shift if you are going for more than 30 minutes. Short break is less than 30 minutes, so 29 minutes and 59 seconds. If you press on short break, it will hold your position in that zone even though you exit the zone and come back into the zone within 30 minutes. If you're gone for longer than 30 minutes and you come back to the zone, it will not hold your position. You must click on finish break after returning to the zone you left when you pressed short break. So again, short break is for less than 30 minutes. It holds your position in the zone you are in, and you must hit finish break once you come back into the zone to retain your position back. The next is emergency. It is exactly what it is, emergency. Please do not push emergency if you do not have an emergency. If you push emergency, the dispatch will try to get hold of you. If they do not get hold of you, they will call the local police station and give them your location and tell them that you're having an emergency. How to accept and reject a trip. The trip will be offered to you on your app. As a job offer, you have 2 options. To accept, press anywhere on the screen. To reject, press the red reject button on the bottom. So we are going to accept this job. So I am going to touch anywhere on the screen to accept this trip. At this point, on the top, I see the total cost of this trip is $250. The pickup is from 1100 Jory Boulevard. And if I click on this arrow, it will show me my pickup is at 1100 Jory Boulevard and my drop-off is at 1100 Jory Boulevard also. On the right, I see pickup is for 11:20 a.m. and the payment method is cash. If I want to look at further details for this trip, I will click on this arrow. It will bring up this menu. At this point, I will click on View Job Data. Once I click on View Job Data, I will see further details for this particular pickup. Expected pickup time, 11:20. Cost is $250. Passenger name is Jenny. Passenger phone number is this. Trip type is, that's your vehicle type. That's the confirmation number. and that's the payment type is cash. And passenger name is again Jenny Test. To get out of this menu, I will click on the left arrow. It'll bring me back to the main screen. At this point, you need to be at customer location at 11:20 a.m. Once I reach the customer location, I will slide this slider once. This will inform the passenger that you have arrived at their location. It will actually send a text to the passenger along with your vehicle information. It is very important that you do not mark yourself on location no more than 15 minutes. Most of the time, trips are dispatched over to you an hour before the pickup. But please do not go to the customer location more than 15 minutes. Westchester zone, and my position is number 1. I also can see there are no trips coming into this zone in next 30 minutes, 15 minutes, or now.